In this learning goal video, we're going to talk about how to conduct a simulation when the chance model is not 50-50. We'll use the rock, paper, scissors example to talk about this learning goal. In the rock, paper, scissors study, the chance model says that the chance of picking scissors is 33%. That is, that your friend is choosing equally between rock, paper, and scissors. Now you can't use a coin here because when we use a coin, there's a 50-50 chance of whatever the null hypothesis value is. In this case, that null hypothesis value, that chance model, is 33%. So what are your options? Well, we'll look at the applet first and then we'll come back to this slide. Here in the applet you'll see that we use a sample size of 12 with a probability of success of 0.33. In the applet, spinners are used to represent your friend's random choice between rock, paper, and scissors. Each spin of the spinner represents your friend's choice. If the spinner lands in the pink region, they are not choosing scissors. If the spinner lands in the blue region, as happens here, your friend is choosing scissors. You'll see in this case, your friend chose scissors 2 out of 12 times. As it turns out, that's exactly what happened in the real study. When we talk about tactile just means by-hand simulation options. You could use spinners like you would have in a game, a board game. You could also use playing cards. In this case, you could have 2 red cards and 1 black card. You could shuffle those up and randomly choose a card. If the card is black, that would represent choosing scissors, a success. If it was red, it would represent not scissors. So we're going to do many sets of 12 spins or 12 shuffles and choosing the cards to get a sense of the long-run distribution of the number of successes in 12 games when there's a 33% chance of choosing scissors. A couple of words of caution. First, I think it's easy for students not to think hard about the chance model. Really, every study you look at, you need to think about what's an appropriate chance model here. For rock, paper, scissors, a 33% value for the long-run probability makes a lot of sense because it represents your friend just randomly choosing between the 3 gestures. With Doris and Buzz, a 50-50 chance model makes sense because there's 2 levers, the correct and the incorrect lever. Secondly, a lot of students, when we say, explain this simulation to us, we'll just say, do 1,000 spins of the spinner, instead of saying, do 1,000 sets of 12 spins of the spinner. Remember, we're going to do our 1,000 repetitions in sets of 12 because 12 is the sample size. Your friend has played the game 12 times. We want to repeat your friend playing those 12 games many, many times to get a sense of the kinds of numbers of successes out of 12 that your friend would get if they were randomly choosing between the 3 gestures.